Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a look at Mega Abomasnow EX. This is a card that I wanted to really build around, and well, there's not much to this deck list, I'll be honest with you, because it's very simple. You discard 6 energy off the top, hopefully, and blow up anything in existence. But well, with the way it's been going against Lucario specifically, because the deck seems to do fine against everything else, like blowing up Dragapults, blowing up Raging Bolts and stuff like that. It's just when it faces Lucario, it decides, you know what, let's discard 3 Arvens and 2 bosses, because why not? But, well, I can't predict how it happens. So in the description below, as per normal, there's going to be the timestamps as per usual with the deck list. That's also available to copy in the description below, or the description below I should say. And there's also the games that we'll play and the outro and what I think of the deck. So Mega Abomasnow is of course the infamous Hammerlanche with the 2 water energy cost attack. Discard the top 6 cards of your deck, and this attack does 100 damage for each basic water energy card that you discard in this way. Unfortunately, I have been whiffing against specifically Lucario. Every other deck, this deck has been running like a trooper. It just seems that Lucario has, well, I guess you could say it's Lucario's aura protecting it, I guess. But, yeah, quite frustrating. But we also have the attack Frost Barrier for 200, and we take 30 less during your opponent's next turn. Now this is of course 3 water, and we do play Rigid Band, so we can potentially get up to potentially 410 HP. Which means even a Mega Lucario with a max spell and all 3, well, they'd have to play all 4 Premium Power Pros just to take out 1 Abomasnow. Which feels pretty good, but they'd still be taking 3 prizes regardless. We're also playing 2 copies of the new Kyogre as well. This is basically for a single prize option. Riptide for 1 water energy does 20 damage for each basic water energy card in your discard pile, and then it shuffles those back into the deck. Pretty useful. And of course it does offset your opponent's prize race for quite a bit. Because ideally you want them to go through 1 Abomasnow, a Kyogre, then another Abomasnow. That's mainly our prize amount, because we don't play many Pokemon. We play 9 Pokemon in this list. We're also playing 2 copies of Mega Signal. This was quite a late card to the list, and it definitely saved my bacon more than once. I was originally playing 3 Ultra Ball, but I just figured, why would I not play Mega Signal when I'm playing a Mega that, you know, you don't have a lot of draw in this list, if at all. The only real draw you get is off of opponent's Ionos, and that's me being honest with you. So yeah, this is mainly what you want to be using to, like, not have to discard much out your hand, because you don't really have much of a hand to start with anyway. But yeah, let's get to the deck list, and let's have a proper look. And welcome to the deck list. This has been a very fun deck to play, unless you're facing Lucario, because it just seems it doesn't want to kill Lucarios. But that's just what happens, unfortunately. So we're playing a 4-3 line of the Mega Abomasnow and Snovers, and of course we're playing 2 Kyogres. That's it for your Pokemon. This is not a big list, as you can tell. Playing 4 Boss, 3 Arven, 3 Pokégear, 2 Mega Signal, 1 Ultra Ball, 1 Nest Ball, 1 Prime Catcher. Secret Box is arguably better in here, but I like having the option of an item Gust, where I can just go Prime Catcher Rigid Band and just start setting up, or Prime Catcher EXP share and just set up another Snover. 2 Rigid Band, 1 EXP share, 2 Artazon, 1 Surfing Beach for a little bit of pivot, and of course 30 Water Energy. Me and for the win TCG pretty much landed on 30 Water Energy, it seems, at pretty much the same time. I originally was playing 26, but I decided after a little bit of testing to up it to 30. I'm still whiffing on Lucarios with 30, so that tells you. But personally, I think you could cut this down to 1 Rigid Band. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe go up to 31 energy, cut a Pokégear, go down to 30, or go up to 32 energy. You know, there are those options, but I think keeping it how it is probably the best solution. Just because I'm whiffing against one specific archetype, because they seem to have the protection of the world, is, you know, it's just one of those things. But we can't let decide on how many tech or like how many water energy we should play just because of luck. You know, I'd rather just stick to the 30, stick to the consistency that we at least have to some extent. Now, of course, we don't play any draw in this list. The only draw we're getting is off of Ionos and or Pokégear if it gets us an Arven, because obviously Arven searches his cards out, which you could technically class as draw, I guess. But yeah, ideally we want to just be blowing up something in the active with the Abomasnow and going from there. So, let's get into some games, see how we do. And welcome to the first game. I'm looking forward to seeing this deck in action a bit more. I have been playing it quite a bit, but like I say, every time I go to record it, it seems I run into a Lucario, and then I just do not... I've not one-shot a single Lucario. I've one-shot a Mega Kangaskhan and a Gardevoir, but it just seems Lucario is the one that doesn't want to be one-shot and just stacks my top decks of, like, discarding off of Abomasnow. Let's see if we're making this go first or not. Sorry if I sound a bit croaky. I've been trying to record this deck for the last hour or so, and it's been quite annoying, to say the least. Well, that's a Mully. I wouldn't have minded that starting hand with a Snover. Oh, we only take one mulligan, that's fine. And that is a horrible hand, but that's standard for this deck, unfortunately. I do like the leaves on these sleeves. They look really nice. What is this? Brute Bonnet, Fan Roam. What is this? What kind of donk deck is this? Body Poffin. Oh, it's what's his face? Stage 2 of this. I never remember its name. Conkeldurr, that's it. What did he just grab it for that? Oh, 3 Duduns, or Dunsparces. This is a horrible matchup because we don't play a well, we do play a single prizer. But yeah, this is not going to be fun. Because they can just two-shot us whilst we deal with single prize options. Touch, pass. Not much we can do here. Obviously, Fan Rotom with a stadium down. That's why I didn't put the Surfing Beach down. Fan Rotom with a stadium can just attack. Well, there's a Dodun. Not off to a great start, that's for sure. Great Ball again. Whiff, that's fine. Probably going to run away draw now. Yep. Draw 3, shuffle it back in. There's another Dodun. I mean, our only hope is to, like, just constantly gust the Brute Bonnets and just hope they don't have much recovery. But I know they play a decent number of Super Rod and Night Stretchers, so we need to be careful of that. I will probably take a look at a Conkeldurr list on the channel at some point. It is a card that I want to look at. We could also take out the Girder, but I think they play a decent number of candies, so I think targeting the Brute Bonnet is just better. There's a Tenacity. Now, if he grabs something like a Grand Tree, that will be a bad thing. No, it's an Artazon. He can attach the Enriching to the Fan, or just Jet, you know, that's also an option. Yeah, this is not looking good. But, to be honest, this list kind of relies on luck a lot of the time. It's kind of like the Kyurem VMAX days, where you kind of had to just rely on top decking waters for the ability. But yeah, this is not looking good for us. We could also, like, you know, we could attack with Icy Snow, Artazon for another, I guess. Well, there's a Mega Abomasnow. So we can then... Well, actually, I want to get value off the Artazon first. So we do that. Grab another Snover. Surfing Beach. Boss the Bonnet. And Hammerlanche. Okay, we've got 4. That's fine. This is our game plan in this matchup. We just focus on the Bonnets and just take them out. We need to put pressure on these Bonnets. Because without Bonnets, they can't use Conkeldurr's attack. They can use Fan Rotom, but Fan Rotom's going to take a while to take us out. It needs 5 attacks from us, or from the Fan Rotom, to actually attack into an Abomasnow. There's another Dodun. Plus, they might have prized the Bonnet for all I know, so I don't know. I think they play 3 Bonnets in here, or 2 Bonnets, I don't remember. But look at that card draw, that's just mental. Absolutely crazy. There's another deck I want to take a look at with Surfing Beach, and that is, what's it called? The deck with Kofu's in it. Is it Crabrawler? I think it is. I want to take a look at that, because that could be interesting. It's a bit like Conkeldurr, except it needs at least one water energy on it. So, you know, I'll take a look at Conkeldurr at some point, but, you know. Okay, it's got the bonnet. That's annoying. Does he have the F back or the A back? Of course he does. But he could misplay here. He could use the bonnet now and attack with Thunderbolt doing 80. He could misplay here. I don't know why he's run away drawing. There's nothing for him to draw here. If he grabs an Artazon, we take it. And if he grabs a town store, we definitely take it. Because we can grab a tool off of that. We could potentially grab Rigid Band. Okay, there's Banded Mochi. So now Conkeldurr's doing 290 plus the poison, so 300 damage. Crazy when you think about it. Obviously, we're now on the clock because of that poison. He's got the Power Pro. Oh my god, this man's stacking. That is crazy. Oh, don't give me that thumbs up crap. Honestly, that is ridiculous. Wow. I was not expecting that, but yeah, with a draw like that, we can do anything. Let's go to a game 2. Well, clearly we faced the main character of that game, because that was crazy. Binding Mochi off the town store into Brute Bonnet with an A-back into double Premium Power Pro. You cannot make that stuff up. Absolutely mind-boggling. And it's a single prize deck that can one-shot us, so, you know, what the hell can I do against that? Like, there's nothing I can do. But yeah, I think Conkeldurr is going to be something to look out for going forward, because just of how good it is, you know, like, it's a very good attacker. Well, that's a perfect start, isn't it? Now we just need a Snover, but no. This is a very bad hand, and judging by the sleeves, I think we know what we're up against. It's going to be a long day. Alright, one mulligan, I'll take that. We start the Snover at least. So they'll get a mully, but that's fine. Let's see what happens. Oh god, it's the balloon version. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be a long match. I'm fairly certain this list might even play a Devo just to make our lives even worse. Oh, why does it have to be the balloon version? This bloody balloon. Honestly. I can't wait till, like, God of War EX rotate. Like, obviously it doesn't fully rotate, because obviously they do get Psychic Dark Patch, essentially. But I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. I'm bored of God of War in the format. Some might call me, you know, coping or something like that, but I am bored of God of War. It's a boring deck, and I'm sick of seeing it. But hopefully this goes well for us. I doubt it, given this starting hand, but he's even got the Clefairy. I don't know why he's grabbing it now. Restart for 2, sure. Your turn attachment's already here. Oh yes, threaten the Screamtail. Fun. We're just going to immediately do that. Do that. Attach here, because we've got the beach in hand. And pass. Oh boy. This is not good. We've got the beach in hand to obviously switch out this Snover, so I'm not particularly worried, but it's just the fact that God of War can literally just blow us up with this bloody balloon. That's the concerning part. This balloon can destroy us. And that's a single prizer. Fun. Okay. They'd whiff. But so did we. I'm going to spread out my energy attachments so they don't go for one specific Snover. I think they're dead drawing, but so are we. And well, we should be dead drawing, they shouldn't be. If we get a boss, we're definitely taking out that Rolls. But let's see what happens. He can also just retreat and just go into like Monkey Dory or something. No, he's going into the Clefairy. Interesting. Are you just going to start trying to get aggressive with Clefairy? Because that could work out badly for you. Okay. Mega Signal, that does get us an Abomasnow. That's pretty good. We'll evolve. Surfing Beach. See, when I first played this card, I thought it was like what is it? I thought it was like Beach Core, but it's not. Let's go for the Avalanche. And we got 3. Down goes to Clefairy. Take 2 prizes. And there's a Rigid Band. That's going to be useful later. Because obviously we can attach to the Abomasnow, Rigid Band it, and start soaking up more hits. But I know what Gardevoir's like. It'll pull this out its backside, because it usually does. Oh, and there's the most broken stadium of all time. Seriously, who in their right mind thinks this is balanced? Once during each player's turn, that player may discard an energy card from their hand in order to draw cards until they have as many cards in their hand as they have Psychic Pokemon in play. Tell me you love Gardevoir without telling me you love Gardevoir. Like, genuinely, that's mad. Well, they for some reason attached to the Curlier and didn't do anything else. So we're going to go Rigid Band, do that, and Frost Barrier for 200, and we essentially are 410 HP now. So now our prize map, depending on if they put a Gardevoir in play, a Mega Gardevoir I should say, is going to be this, and then any of their single prizes. We're at least playing into the Frost Barrier, so that's at least something. Let's see what happens. And there's the Mega. Okay. So I know that the ability here, well, the attack here is useful, but without a Baby Guardy EX on here, this might as well not do anything. And yep, he's sitting out the deck. So if we get 4 off of this, we knock out this Gardevoir and we win. But I'm not going to just full commit like a Muppet. I'm actually going to play this smart. So, there's a Pokégear, that's good. There's a boss. We could go for the Mew. That's probably an option. Is that the safest bet, though? Because realistically, I have been whiffing on my stuff. So I think we boss the Mew, Frost Barrier. I think that's the safer play. Because I don't want to risk it. We'll Frost Barrier, take out the Mew, and go from there. I think this is the safer line. Some might criticise me for that play. You're more than welcome to. But I'm not taking that risk. If they attack with the Mega Gardevoir, that's fine. Because it's only doing 200, I think? This type is 50 more damage. Well, 50 damage for each psychic energy attached to all your Pokemon. So yeah, this could be knocked out next turn, but again, I wasn't sure, so I went with a safer play. Obviously, being Iona to 1 sucks, but we can get a Mega Signal and start setting up these guys. Let's see what he does. Because he can attach an energy here and go into Monkey Dory, but if I get a Confusion Breakthrough, he loses. So his best bet is to sit behind a Gardevoir. I didn't think this matchup was going to go too well, but still, it's at least going somewhat well. Mega Symphonia for 140. Okay, let's see what we top deck. That's a Water Energy, that's good. So let's go for... In fact, no, we just have Game of Prime. I'm not going to waste time. In fact, no, do we? We don't actually. Either way, we will do this. Let's go for the Hammerlanche. Let's just see if we get it. And that's game. 400 damage. I thought we had game with Prime Catcher, but because of the 3 retreat costs on a Snover, we didn't. But that's fine. We got lucky enough off the main attack, so we nailed that Gardevoir. Sweet. Alright, let's go to game 3. And welcome back. That was a great ending to that match, that's for sure. It feels so good to one-shot a Gardevoir without needing a Dark type, I must admit. Some might say like, oh Joe, you're just hating on Gardevoir. I'm not hating on Gardevoir before anyone thinks that. I'm just sick of the deck getting buffs. There are plenty of decks out there that need buffs. Fighting got a good amount of buffing, which it needed. Lucario is a great card, but it won't be until the Baby Guard EX rotates. Conkeldurr, as we've seen in this video, is cracked with the Premium Power Pro plus Barney Mochi plays. Okay, 2 mulligans. Well, I think they know what we're playing even after the first one, but sure. So remember, we are going first. But yeah, like, I'm not hating on Gardevoir, I just dislike the fact that it's getting so many buffs. Like, it's already got rotation protection with that stupid Psychic Dark Patch thingamabob. Alright, let's have a quick look. So we've got all 3 Abomasnows, that's good. We have prized a few Arven though, that's bad. We've got a Pokégear in the prize as well, I believe. I know we're running 3. We've got a Mega Signal in the prizes. And we have 3 energy in the prizes. That is fine. We will attach the Rigid Band, and we will pass. Nice, easy start. Obviously, we had the Ultra Ball in hand, so that's not a prize. We're only playing 1, remember. I don't really want to give them the Artazon, but I don't want to use Ultra Ball if I can avoid it. Okay. Marty's Grimmsnarl with a Zoroark package. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I know what the main attacker in this list will be. And it ain't the Zoroarks, that's for sure. There's Secret Box. It seems they always have Secret Box in hand, Grimmsnarl players. Or some way to get the Secret Box, you know? It's crazy when you think about it. 2 Darks and an Ultra Ball. And that's fine. Let's see what they get off it. They'll probably grab a Spike Muff to bounce the Artazon, so I can't use it, but... you know, if they do, they do. Yep, there it is. They also grabbed the Lilies, I noticed, so that could be something. Nest Ball. For Mega Absol. Okay, I wasn't expecting that in this list. Evo. Spike Murph. So yeah, this is a card I'm still in the process of working on. But like I think this would be better in a Frostlass Monkey Dory deck. I don't think it suits being here. This is just a 3 or a free prizer for me. But, you know, if he wants to bench a free prizer, I'm not going to say no. And as so we can go 3-2-1 this match. That's fine. We don't really want to go 3-2-2 because that's quite heavy on resources. But let's see what happens. Why would you grab the Morgrem? You can TM Evo that, mate. I've never beaten them paid actor allegations. I get it all the time in on my other channel as well. About paid actors. So let's see what happens. So there's a Zoroark. He's only got 1. You should have definitely kept that Morgrem in deck, mate. But, again, I don't choose what people do. That's good. Let's do that. Attach. We don't need to Spike Murph. We will just Hammer Lunch. And that's 3 gone. So that means we can go 1-3-2 now. So my interesting thought is how is he getting this terminal period to activate? Like, how is he doing that? You know, like what is he doing to like accommodate for that? Like the Monkey Dories makes sense, but the problem is I'm always trying to go for one-shots on your Pokemon. So I don't think this idea of having the Mega Absol in there just because it's there, you know, like it's a new card, I must play it. I don't think that's wise. you know, I might just be a negative Nancy here. I might not see the line that he's on about, but, you know, I don't think this is correct, personally. That is a lot of 2 prizes on the board. That is a lot of 2 prizes. So we can actually get one of our Kyogres out. So we only need 12 energy for the... Well, we need... Yeah, 12 energy for the Fez. 14 for the Zoroark. And 14 for the Absol with Kyogre. Rare Candy Bravery Charm? Is that for the Absol? No, but the Defiance Band is. Why are you playing the Defiance Band? This is such a strange list, I must admit. So you're only doing 150, you know that? Well, 180, sorry. And I can literally... I can one-shot Grimmsnarl if I get lucky enough. There's the Bravery Charm for the Absol, so we need 4 to take that out now. But you've pretty much just given me all the prizes I could want. Risky Ruins. Whenever any player puts a basic non-dark Pokemon onto their bench during their turn, place 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Sure. Doesn't really bother me, Chief. Well, there's a Water Energy. I can get rid of one of them comfortably at least. Grab myself a Kyogre. Because Kyogre can obviously come into play in this matchup. I'm not bothered about the Risky Ruins, I could care less. Attach, and hope for the best. We need 4. And that's 4. Down goes Grimmsnarl. Excellent. See, against Grimmsnarl, this deck likes to blow them up, but against Lucario's, it doesn't. And there's the Mega Absol. Like, yeah, you can potentially go... Well, in fact, you don't actually have a line. This is literally there just to potentially block me from actually getting the win. Why would you promote this? Like I said, am I missing something from this guy's list? Like the Risky Ruins, that makes complete sense, you know? Like, that makes sense, but like, I don't see why the Absol's in here. Like, the Core of Darkness attack is not great, and it's hard to set up in this list. The Terminal Period is only for exactly 6 damage counters on it. You know, like, I don't see the line here. I don't see why you've promoted a 3 prizer when you could have promoted the Monkey Dory and given me a 1 prizer, you know? Force me to go through more Pokemon. Just don't make sense. Genuinely, don't make sense. So we've got 2 Abomasnows in there, so we are... This is actually our only Abomasnow. So that's something to bear in mind. We could be in a bad spot if that's the case. But yeah, I'm trying not to be negative about this guy's list, but like, I'm not seeing what the Absol does in here, you know? It's just probably me being a bit negative about this guy's list. And, you know, I want to encourage people playing, like, spicy lists. Like, I like seeing the Zoroarks and everything, but I just don't get why this is in here. Or why he promoted it. Like I said, there might be something I'm missing, but I don't think so. Night Stretcher. What are you grabbing off the Night Stretcher then, mate? Was that a Dark Energy? Yeah. Spike Murph. Fail that, that's fine. I also think now he's just taken the mic just to stall me out a bit with the time, as you can see on the right hand side. But yeah, Counter Catcher, the Snover. I think. Well, we don't have it yet, but we do have Prime. Let's have a look, because I know for a fact we're out of Abomasnows in deck. So this could obviously get ugly, which is why I'm a bit concerned. So there's 9 energy in there. How many energy do you have on you? I could just prime the Monkey Dory. Or prime the Impidimp, because obviously that's how he gets energy into play. And just take an EXP share and put it on the, I don't know, the Kyogre, I guess. So then we... In fact, no. I could put an energy on the Mega Abomasnow. Prime this. And then we just Frost Barrier. So now we have essentially 230 HP left. I think that's our line, personally. Because like I say, with us not playing any form of recovery, the fact we have these two guys there could get things ugly, but we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not sure why he's promoting this, but now we just need Mega Abomasnow to hit 4 and we win. But yeah, I think I'm going to start working on a Mega Absol list. Like, this video's only been recorded a couple of hours after the, well, a few hours after the Latias one. So, yeah, I need to get around to doing Mega Absol. It was one that I was originally going to ignore, but now that I've thought about it a bit more with, like, Frostos Monkey Dory, obviously it means we can play Crispin for, like, Psychic Energy and stuff like that, so we can play that as well. Counter gain. And yeah, that's a concession. I don't know what he was cooking there, but I think he left the stove on, personally. Alright, let's discuss the deck, because now we're in the outro a bit. So what did I think to the deck? And well, there's a ladder rank, nice. I think this deck does have potential, like, I think it does, but, you know, it's one of those where, like, you don't want to play too much energy, because then you're obviously, like, dead drawing a lot of the time. But you don't want to put in draw supporters like Research. You'd probably want to play Lilies, realistically. And to be honest, I think this list should be playing some Lilies. I don't know how many would be correct. I'd say at least 2. But otherwise, this list has been quite a bit of fun to play. Like, we have the single price Kyogre. Obviously, Abomasnow is quite hard to knock out when you use Frost Barrier plus Rigid Band. So yeah, I think this list does have some room to grow, but not by much. But honestly, been really enjoying playing it. But anyway, I'm going to leave it all to it for today. Really hope you enjoyed seeing Mega Abomasnow EX, and I'll see you next time.